Welcome to Plan9Crunch. I'm Doug Gibson. Today, I'm wearing a Christmas sweater. I usually only wear this on parties or maybe on the 24th of December if I have to work. But what the heck? It's Christmas time, and this is Plan9Crunch Reads from a cult genre novel. And today we choose Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. This is from the edition I have here is from Time Life Books. They still have Time Life Books, I don't know. But it has, although I don't know if it's the same size, the exact typesetting and the pictures that were in existence when Dickens originally published this book in 1843. I want to talk a little bit about the personality of Ebenezer Scrooge, because a lot of TV and film adaptations portray him as a crabby, bitter, angry old man with shaggy white hair who shuffles around and says humbug all the time, not just occasionally. That's not Dickens' Ebenezer Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge is actually a scrupulously honest man, but he's also very callous, he's unfeeling. But if he wants to be, he can be very charming. He can also be very attentive to you, but only if he thinks you're worth it. He's harsh to his employees and to other people, and he's absolutely callous and unfeeling. For example, if he's loaned money out and someone can't pay it, but they can pay it in 2 weeks, and they're in desperate straits, Ebenezer Scrooge will not give them more time. But I do want to say that despite all these many, many faults, Scrooge is an honest man. He's an intelligent man. He's capable of conversation. He's a learned man. He just chooses to be a jerk. And so the whole point of Dickens' story is, of course, that Scrooge is changed by the visits of his former partner, Jacob Marley, and the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas future. Now, we're going to read from Stave 3, the visit from the second spirit. And it's a part that you usually don't see in films. They're going through town, and it's Christmas morning, and the ghost of Christmas present is depicting a lot of affection for people out shopping and things like that. And it suddenly occurs to Scrooge that maybe deity has inflicted something that's not fair to humans. And so let's start to read. The ghost will have a pretty fierce answer to him. It starts on page 85, and it goes, "Spirit," said Scrooge, after a moment's thought, "I wonder you, of all the beings in the many worlds about us, should desire to cramp these people's opportunities of innocent enjoyment." "I?" cried the spirit. "You would deprive them of their means of dining every seventh day, often the only day in which they can be said to dine at all," said Scrooge. "Wouldn't you?" "I?" cried the spirit. "You seek to close these places on the seventh day," said Scrooge, "and it comes to the same thing." "I seek?" exclaimed the spirit. "Forgive me if I am wrong. It has been done in your name, or at least in that of your family," said Scrooge. "There are some upon this earth of yours," returned the spirit, "who lay claim to know us, and who do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, and selfishness in our name, who are as strange to us and all our kith and kin as if they had never lived. Remember that, and charge their doings on themselves, not us." Scrooge promised that he would, and they went on, invisible as they'd been before, into the suburbs of the town. It was a remarkable quality of the ghost, which Scrooge had observed at the baker's, that notwithstanding his gigantic size, he could accommodate himself to any place with ease, and he stood beneath a low roof quite as gracefully and like a supernatural creature as it was possible he could have done in any lofty hall. All right, look, everyone's heard of this story. If you haven't, get out more, okay? But this is a wonderful book. You can get it anywhere. You can probably get it for free on Kindle or 99 cents. We're going to put a link to an annotated version, a really good version, if you want to acquire it. And I try to read A Christmas Carol for every Christmas Eve. And I think, this is just me personally talking, that Charles Dickens was inspired when he wrote this tale. It's a wonderful tale. And I hope that if you've never read it, I envy you. I want you to read this novella. It's just a classic read. And this is Plan 9 Crunch. I'm Doug Gibson, and we're at Plan9Crunch.com with our blog. You can subscribe to us at Plan9Crunch at YouTube. You can subscribe to us at Plan9Crunch podcast and blog at Facebook. And you can also like us at TikTok at Plan9Crunch. Thank you very much, and that's a wrap.